All right. Hello and welcome to another Technical Tuesday. Let me see, hopefully our internet's working again today. I feel like every Tuesday is when it seems to go out. In any event, today I'm going to talk briefly about the Historic Resources Commission. So I've been getting a lot of really great technical service questions about approving paint colors, and if someone wants to fix their stoop, can Historic Albany approve that? Can we pick their paint colors for them, and what paint colors do we approve on houses? And I figured this was a great platform to try and just kind of clarify a little bit what HAF's role and the HRC's role is. I mean, could we make it more confusing? We're both historic whatever with our three-letter acronym. So yeah, it's not easy to kind of work your way through if you have no idea what either of those things are. So first off, what is the HRC, which is the first thing that I tell everybody is that it's not Historic Albany that reviews paint colors and all of those things. It's the Historic Resources Commission, or the HRC. So for those of you in local historic districts, there is the Historic Resource Commission Ordinance, or Historic Resource Ordinance now, which is a zoning overlay. And anything done to the exterior of a building that's visible from the public right-of-way requires review. There are minor reviews, which are typically repairs. Painting is considered one of those things. If you're repairing your stoop, if you're repairing your doors, actually Historic Albany is going to be going for a certificate of appropriateness because we are repairing the brick wall at 48 Hudson Avenue. So we're going to be getting a certificate of appropriateness. And those are repairs are minor, so they get a staff review. I'm not that staff person, as much as I'd love to answer your questions. Historic Albany does not review any not historic resource, certificate of appropriateness applications. So Erin Glennon is the staff person. She works for the planning department, and she is the staff planner for the Historic Resources Commission, which is a regulatory board. They're appointed by the mayor. I believe there's 7 commissioners right now. There could be 9. And the board itself is made up of architectural historians, preservation architects, historic preservationists, neighborhood people who are really interested in historic architecture. So all these people sit on the regulatory board, Historic Resources Commission. And if it's a major change that you're doing to the building, so if you are, say, replacing your original wood windows and you want to do it with vinyl, it would go before the Historic Resources Commission. Or if you are replacing your original front door, if you have the beautiful double Italianate wooden doors and you want to replace that with something else, that would go before the Historic Resources Commission. If you're doing a really big overhaul of your facade, obviously that would go before the whole commission too. But that is, again, the commission and not Historic Albany. Historic Albany is a not-for-profit. We do technical assistance, but we don't get to approve anything. So as much as I can certainly direct you to paint palettes and contractors and all these other things, I don't get to approve anything. Sorry. So if you've called me asking for approval, I can't. But I can direct you to who can. So for all of you who want to know how do you get one of these certificates of appropriateness, I'm going to share with you where to get them. So, am I sharing the right page? I hope I'm sharing the right page. Let's hope. Okay. Yes, here we go. This is the right page. You'd think after a year, yes, it's been just about a year of doing this, I would figure this out by now. Okay, so this is the city's Historic Resources Commission webpage. On here, it has the review. They meet on the 1st and 3rd Wednesday of every month. And the first Wednesday, they do workshops now, kind of similar to Planning Board, and I think BZA is doing them as well, where they discuss applications, but they don't vote on things. So they have the meetings, they have all of our wonderful commissioners who are all lovely, wonderful people. And really are experts. Actually, their guidance is really invaluable. I work with a lot of them a lot, and they're very helpful. It also has a lot of the historic districts. There was a map on here. It has a whole list of the majority of them. Obviously, it's coming soon. They're overhauling the website. We'll get a link to the map because they had a wonderful map that had all the historic districts on them. But if you want to know if you're in a historic district, which is also another big question that I get, especially because people, you want to paint your house, do your stoop, whatever. And one of the questions that I'm thrilled people are asking is, do I need a permit? Am I in a historic district? Is there anything I need to know before I paint my facade or fix my steps or whatever? Asking is great. Please continue to ask. That way you don't do it without getting the permit and then get a nasty stop work order that nobody wants. So you can look the city assessor. It's has a really great GIS map, which, you know what, I'm sharing. We can pull this up. There's a great map that shows all of the historic districts in the city. And so you can look up your property and find out whether or not it's in there. You can see I've searched for this a lot. It keeps popping up. But yeah, this map is great because you can put in your address and find out where. So there you go. You can see the URL right there. Okay. Yeah, so you can click on any property and find out. Let's do 48 Hudson. That's a great example. And you can search by address. I find the search feature is not super functional. Because if I look at 48 Hudson, I get anything that has a 4 and 8 in it. So it could be 648 Hudson, 448 Hudson. So yeah, if you look on the left here, after you click on your property, you can see, is it in a historic district? You've got inspections and things like that. Of course, it doesn't show up on the overlay. So it should show up here under overlays. It is a part because it's a local landmark. So it is a part of the historic overlay, but it'll show you here. It has HRO, which means it's in a historic district. Let's pick another one. That does show up. No, you can tell I planned this one really well. See, we've got it right down here because that's in the downtown district and the South Pearl Street district. So yeah, so if you're looking, if your building's in a historic district, you can see that here. Let's see, I think I can even pull up zoning. There we go. Okay, so that's the map of all of the historic districts that are in Albany. And so you can see as you're building in a district, doesn't have what the district names are for this overlay. It just has that you're in a district, but that's really helpful. But yeah, so that's one of the big questions that I always get is, are you in a historic district, and can I approve things and whatnot, which I would love to, but unfortunately cannot. So if you have questions about that, please feel free to share with us. Thank you, Erin. By the way, just seeing the comment, everything's delayed. Yes, thank you. I think I got the layer thing right. Where was I going with that? Yes, so if you have questions, feel free to ask. I'm happy to direct you wherever you need to go. But unfortunately, I can't approve your stuff. So that is that. I'm going to let everyone go early because it's actually kind of sunny and nice out. So get outside, get some fresh air. Feel free to put questions in the comment section if you're watching this later, and we can certainly get back to you or email us. Our contact info is on our website. And yeah, we're happy to answer any questions you guys have about the Historic Resources Commission or what you need permits for and all of that good stuff. We just don't get to approve anything. So thank you all for joining us on this Tuesday, and I'll see you all in a few weeks. Bye.